To add lens flare, you could search on Google something like brush lens flare and find free versions. I found these versions. You could go to the website and download it. I already downloaded. So to load your brush after extracting, you could enable brush and click on the arrow, click on this gear icon and import brushes. And this is my brushes. Select and load. The last section, as you see, we have 42 lens flare. Open and you could check one by one to see how they're working. And select one of those. Allow me to choose white color, 100% flow, and click, and you could select which one you like. I think this is fine. So I made new layer. Allow me to rename it lens flare and find which places you need to add. I decrease the size. Okay, here, and they are getting far, so you have to make it smaller. Simply use bracket keys to decrease or increase the size, or hold on the Alt or Option key, right click and drag. Here also it is similar to this image here. You could remove it, maybe smaller. I think that's fine. Last one here. And we have one more here. Note that because one shot take with one camera lens, so all lens flare have to be same shape. It is not correct to use different lens flare for different lights in a one camera shot. So always apply one type. Also for these lights, maybe better to create another lens flare layer. Here and here. A bit smaller, not too much. Alright, now select both layer, right click and convert to smart object. You could change the blending mode on a screen or even linear dodge. Note that because this is pure white, it is not getting colorized with color balance. So first I press Ctrl or Command U to bring hue saturation. If I enable colorize, as you see, there is no tint on that. So decrease lightness a bit. Alright, maybe about -15. So again, double click on hue saturation. We don't need colorize. I only want to apply lightness, something about -15. Now press Ctrl or Command B to bring color balance and start colorize. For highlights, more yellowish, midtones almost balance, and shadows more red values. We don't have much red here, so we have to apply stronger color values. Still, if you need more light, press Ctrl or Command J. You see, glaring more and more realistic. Now I could change the color for here. Double click on the color balance and change any type and any color you like. And if it is too intense, you could decrease the opacity. Also, to make a halo light on background of each light, you could simply create a layer, brush with light color, maybe white and very soft. Allow me to pick standard brush. For example, below here, just as an example, I create You could change a linear dodge or a screen or even soft light, but most of times overlay works fine. See here, I could colorize with color balance. Of course, we need a bit decrease light intensity. And if you need, you could decrease opacity, and I could clone it anywhere I'll need. For example, maybe few here, it is nice. And for the ground, you could make volumetric light. For example, I create a new layer, polygonal lasso, something like a cone. You could fill same color or apply gradient, enable gradient, white color, and choose the basic foreground to transparent. Make sure transparency is enabled. Start dragging. I could blur it, filter, blur, a bit Gaussian blur, maybe something like that. I could colorize, Control or Command U, enable colorize, make it a bit darker, and add tint. You see, something like that. And for light spot on the ground, I enable elliptical marquee tool, create a new layer, and draw ellipse here, maybe something like that. Fill it with color. I fill with foreground white color, Alt or Option Delete, Control or Command U. Again, colorize, decrease a bit lightness, and give any color you need. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur, make it blur. Filter, blur, and motion blur because I need just horizontally. And change blending mode to something like overlay. You see, it is nice. And if you need more beam for the core, I could press Ctrl or Command J to duplicate, Ctrl or Command T, and make it smaller. And more blurring, filter, blur, Gaussian blur. And you could repeat more and more and more. I think that's fine here. And also maybe it is nice to add some lights here. So polygonal lasso, I'm selecting this section. Create a new layer, brush. Maybe straightly I could change the color. Some yellow, a bit orangish. Change the blending mode to overlay. Very soft and less flow. You could even use gradient, but I will do manually. Maybe need more light, Control or Command M, and make it brighter. And less opacity or less saturation. Okay, and you could apply any type of light any place you need. For example, I will clone these light spots, Alt or Option drag, and place any position you need, something like here. Alt or Option and click for here, Control or Command T, make it smaller, and repeat it. As you see, nothing special or very hard to do. Allow me to clone these lights for this spot also. Control or Command T. This light is about here. We need rotation. Alter option can make it wider. Maybe something like that. Hold on the Control or Command key and make it distorted to give perspective effect. You could duplicate to make it stronger. Allow me to duplicate the core only and a bit blurriness more. And continue. Copy the lights. I think that's fine. Also, I could copy one of these lights to make grasses also lighter. Control or Command T. To like we have another street light here in top, which is not visible in camera. And you could continue on any place you think the lights will affect it, like on the car. And I make it smaller on the bushes here. Maybe smaller and stronger. Here, here, here. And keep continuing, maybe a bit decrease. And also for ground. I hold down Control Alt Shift or Command Option Shift on Mac to make it perspective angled.